The end of the school year at Sagrada Secondary School should have been a joyous occasion. The students of Maracas municipality were ready to celebrate, but a shadow hung over the festivities. This shadow had a name: corruption. It had spread like a disease through the local government, led by the deceptively charming Mayor Mossi. Unbeknownst to most, a revolution was brewing. A young, tech-savvy teacher named Alvita, along with her friend Montano, had developed an app. They called it the Samaritan. Its purpose was simple but dangerous: expose the truth. The Samaritan app was designed for the people of Maracas. It was a platform for them to anonymously report corruption. Had someone been forced to pay a bribe? Were they being denied services they deserved? The Samaritan offered a way to speak out, without fear. At the heart of it, Alvita and Montano just wanted a fairer Maracas. They believed in transparency and accountability. Little did they know their creation was about to turn their world upside down. News of the Samaritan app spread through Maracas like wildfire. But not everyone was pleased. In the luxurious confines of his office, Mayor Mossi fumed. The app threatened his carefully constructed web of lies. He'd become accustomed to operating in the shadows. Mossi called an emergency meeting with his closest allies. These weren't public servants. They were his partners in crime. They had benefited from the corrupt system he'd built, and they were determined to protect it at any cost. Section 4, when public servants serve themselves. The meeting was a who's who of Maracas's most corrupt. Councilman Bembe, notorious for siphoning off funds meant for public works, was there. Then there was Harvester, the chief of police, who lined his pockets by turning a blind eye to illegal activities. Each official at that table had their own dirty secrets. They had manipulated contracts, rigged elections, and silenced dissent. The Samaritan, with its promise of transparency, was their worst nightmare. Section 5. Whispers of Truth, Fears for Safety. Meanwhile, Alvita and Montano found an unexpected ally in Nicole, a fearless journalist. Nicole understood the power of the press. She threw herself into investigating the stories that poured in through the Samaritan. But as the trio dug deeper, they faced increasing danger. Alvita and Montano worried for Nicole's safety. They urged her to be careful, but Nicole was undeterred. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, she would say. She believed the truth was worth fighting for. Section 6. Digital Samaritan, Real Courage. The Samaritan app was more than just a piece of technology. It became a symbol of hope. Just like the biblical Good Samaritan who stopped to help a stranger, the app empowered ordinary citizens to stand up for what was right. The road ahead was dangerous, but Alvita, Montano, and Nicole refused to be silenced. They knew their fight was bigger than them. It was about justice. It was about reminding everyone that power ultimately belonged to the people. And the people of Maracas were finally finding their